Man here, and yes, we are the people who do the only legal venomous snake shows in Victoria with vet certified devenomized snakes, so neither myself, my staff or the public who watch us are at risk. Just remember, if you ever see any venomous snake show in Victoria that's not Snake Busters, you and your children are at risk. Flipping across here, we're going to go to a snake. This is a standard cage. I've just slipped it out of the cage rack here. This is one we actually built ourselves by a very good cage woodwork, whatever you call the people, and it's a rack system. If you scroll in the back here, you can see a heat mat. It's that one slightly bent up, but they run across the back from the other side. That one goes across about 2/3. The other side's similar, and they can keep themselves warm because they're in longer tubs. Most of the tub is actually cold, and when you open up the tub, you can see the snake normally sits where the warmth is, and we have a water bowl here, unspillable. We make them homemade, but there are lots of them. We do them like in bulk. And this is actually an insert, but the rest is the same. It's made out of these are like Tupperware of some sort. They sell them in they actually come from Kentucky Fried Chicken, and we use them, and we make these water bowls unspillable so the snake never messes. Bit of water spilt from me, of course, but not the snake, and it tends to keep clean. And as you can see, there's a bit of colour there. That's probably because I haven't changed the water or cleaned the bowl out for some time. Anyway, flipping across here, you will see the poo. Now I mention that because if you do keep snakes as pets, you will have snakes pooing on a regular basis. Basically everything that goes down the mouth, which is say on average once a week, will come out the rear end at a similar frequency. With venomous snakes though, it's not unusual to get 2 or even more poos from one feed. Pythons, yeah, 2's not uncommon. 1 big poo is the standard. Quite often they'll pee a few days before they poo. Anyway, we look in here and we have a blue-bellied black snake. This thing is normally a killer, usually rated somewhere in the top 20 world's deadliest snakes, depending on whose numbers you use. As you can see, it's not interested in biting me. Normally if it'd be bit by one of these, you'd be dead very, very quickly. So of course, people don't generally free handle them like this unless they're happy to risk their life. I have women and children. I have a wife and kids, of course, so I wouldn't risk my life free handling one of these snakes in a normal situation, and I'm not doing it to big note myself in the video either. The reason I'm doing it, this snake is devenomized. It is 1000% safe. It doesn't have a drop of venom in its body, so if it does choose to bite me, nothing happens. However, like most snakes, it's not really interested in biting. It's just interested in looking around, having a bit of fun. It does know the difference between food and what isn't food, and provided I don't inflict pain and suffering on the snake, it won't bite. You can see its condition is immaculate. We don't overfeed it. It's just in good general care. I'm trying to get the head to face the camera. It is in good general care. This snake's been devenomized for many, many years. It was bred by an excellent keeper by the name of Les Williams. Unfortunately, he's now deceased. We did actually name some snake after him at some stage. I can't remember what it was, but I'm sure I've named something after him. If I haven't named something after him, well, Les, hopefully I will one day when I get time to describe a few new taxa. I am actually aware of quite a few reptiles out there that do need reclassification, some of which do not actually have valid scientific names. Anyway, getting back to it, I will close the video in a moment because, of course, this animal will need to be cleaned. It'll be loaded into a box to do one of our hands-on venomous reptile shows. Well, we do hands-on. We hold the venomous snakes. We don't hand them out to people. We ship them in these boxes because they are small, compact, and when we drive over speed humps, of course, they don't bounce around in the boxes. In some jurisdictions in Australia, wildlife departments specify that the snakes must be transported in larger boxes, which is really stupid because the snakes stress out, they bounce around and all that. But with bureaucrats, of course, they just often make rules with no knowledge and without speaking to experts, genuine experts. Of course, when it comes to reptile shows, if it's not Snake Busters, it is a risk.